Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Friday. Good afternoon in Liberia. It's what? And 5 minutes after 12 o'clock in Liberia. We are getting hotter every day when it comes to this campaign. We are getting ready, and by the grace of God, we will go across the finish line. Don't let no one scare you. We will go across the finish line. We will win this election. We will win this election. Yeah, we will win this election. My coffee cup. Yes, this is mine. Yeah. Ooh. So we gotta be drinking coffee now in Liberia. Look, I admire this guy so much until I believe that he's his next president of Liberia. Alex Cummings is the next president of Liberia. Fact. You know why? Because we work and working. Like, let me use the word from Donald Trump. Bigly, we will win this election. Don't let nobody scare you. This election is ours. God can lie. God said, whatever you sow is what you will reap. The time you put in things that you do, you will get result. So I believe in it, and I know that God will rescue Liberia, not man first. But God gave men the ability to fix. Listen to me. Listen, sometimes you guys don't know. Only God can rescue Liberia, not man. But God gave men, don't get very big, I can't say woman now. God gave men the ability to fix things, not to rescue things. Yeah. You see, go okay, let me maybe just stay confused. America went to Iraq to fix things because things were bad. The government was bad, so they tried to fix it, not to rescue the people. But y'all will not understand it. Only people with good eyes and good minds will understand what I just said. What I just said. But Alex Cummings will be the next president of Liberia because Alex Cummings working hard to be the next president. Alex Cummings is the man with the ability, the experience to fix the economy, to give the ability to create jobs that our Liberian people will work and save their people. Liberian people will work and help their people. Liberians will be able to work again and send their children to school and be able to do things like a normal people. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we're in a mess. You know what I'm saying? It almost like doctors help to extend life or whatsoever because they help to fix what in your body, but they can't save your life. They got no power. They have no power to save life. It stays confusing to you. Only God can save your life or take your life. But the doctor will help you to fix it in a sense, give you medication because something messed up. God gave them the ability. So God gave the ability to men to fix things, not to rescue things. No, only God can rescue us. So we will be coming out. I know people are confused. Don't worry about a changing date, or they change the date, or they change the date. What you need to worry about is coming out. It is not your birthday. So if they change the date, don't say, oh, I was planning for the other day. I didn't know. They're not your birthday. You can set up a date and change it based on certain things. So don't let it scare you. We will close up. We will come out. We will shut Morovia down. Trust me. We will not bring in nobody from nowhere. Let them try it and see if they can do it. Let them try it. We challenge the CDC and the UP. Let them keep the people in the different in the various counties and let them come out. They will be doing that on the 7th CDC on the 8th or whatsoever. Let them try it. But this election, Mr. Cummings, is the best candidate for this election. Mr. Cummings worked so hard. Work hard. Mr. Cummings is the only guy who going around the country. But those of you who don't know, because you choose not to know, those of you who don't know and act like you don't know, you just pretend and you just choose not to know because you know, but you acting like you don't know. But it would not surprise you when Mr. Cummings win the election. There will be a lot of people in Liberia and in America, Liberians will say, anyway, I'm surprised. It's just that I don't support Mr. Cummings, but I knew Mr. Cummings was going to win. That's what you're going to say. Some of you will say, I knew Mr. Cummings was going to win, but you know, we're just acting that kind of way. And when Mr. Cummings wins, Liberia wins, Liberians wins. That's it. So Mr. Cummings is running for president of Liberia. He's not running for president for Maryland or the global people or the Episcopalian. No. He's not running for president for one group of people. He's running for president of Liberia. So as a sedition or UPs, what kind of ALP and the SLPP, all kinds of P, Mr. Cummings is running to be president to serve you. The president of Liberia, or the president, the leader, serve the people, not the people serving the leader. The leader is just the messenger. The man, only one person can speak. Only one person can win. When that person wins, whether you take second or you take third or you take fourth or you get in fifth or sixth or seven, eight, you all are losers. But as a patriotic leader or a citizen and you win that kind of thing, you stretch your hand down to everybody and say, listen, guys, we are all winners. It's in the interest of Liberia. And how do you know that Mr. Cummings will do these things? How do you know? You tell from his action. One, Mr. Cummings was taken to court in Liberia. They testify against Mr. Cummings. They accuse Mr. Cummings. They insulted Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings could take them back to court and sue them for defamation of character. And that's a big lawsuit that Mr. Bwaka, Mr. Ure, the Theodore Momo, all these guys were going to pay. But Mr. Bwaka, Mr. Cummings said, no. It's politics, and I'm here to serve. I don't need it. He never paid debt. He never insulted them one day. I don't know how many of us could go through what Mr. Cummings went through. Although he was not beaten physically, he was never jailed. But how many of us can go through what Mr. Cummings went through? Taken to court, people calling you names, people calling you gay, you this, you that. How many of us Liberians that can go through these things? Only Ellis Cummings did it. Tolerance. How many of us, let's be honest, I don't know if I could go through it. If the other politician, they will go, imagine, to show you, and this is fact. Mr. Bwaka, Mr. Ure, and other people got frustrated because they tried to convince Mr. Cummings to go as vice president. When Mr. Bwaka himself never, ever asked Mr. Cummings to go as his vice president. They were frustrated and they ended up breaking down the CPP. They tried themselves, they broke it down. Although Mr. Cummings and Mr. Billete, the Liberty Party, held it, and part of Liberty Party left, and they tried to do everything to destroy it because they could not convince Mr. Cummings. You see that? So imagine Mr. Cummings had the ability to leave and walk out. That is what they wanted. But as a leader, he stood firm. He respected the document they signed. That is our biggest problem in Liberia. We do not respect documents. We write documents and we go against the document. The people of Liberia, we go against the Constitution of Liberia. Even our lawyers, our judges, Councillor Musu Scott, former Chief Justice, went against the Constitution of Liberia. when they will look in our face and try to rewrite the Constitution and misinterpret the Constitution of Article 25, that every citizen has the right to associate or not to associate. They never say associate and disassociate. No. They said associate or not to associate. So that means I has the right to join a party or not to join a party. But when I join a party, I abide by the party rules. If I sign a contract, then in Article 25, they said no government, no court has the right to just cancel a contract between two individual or two groups. Go and read your constitution, not me. But Councillor Musu Scott and other judges went together and closed their eyes and let it go. That is how bad our country is. That is how bad Liberia is. So you see, so there are a lot of things that Mr. Cummings have done, and to make it to be a man and to stand up. So you see, that is the difference. That is how I know Mr. Cummings. He has tolerance. He's a leader, and he can do things. That is why I trust Mr. Cummings to be the next president of Liberia. What's up, Sidiki? You can hear me there, Sidiki?
I'm hearing you. Are you there?
Good, good. I'm here. I can hear you loud and clear. Yeah, good.
Okay, thank you. You are live on the radio, and I guess you see there in the studio there.
Yeah,
so
thank you very much.
Very shortly. So you can go ahead.
Okay.
While maybe we're setting up things to bring our guests.
Good afternoon, my Liberian people. Good afternoon. When my voice is in Liberia right now, I feel so happy. I feel so excited that I love my country and I love the people of Liberia, especially the women. I give it to you, TGIF. I give it to the women. They are the hardest working people in Liberia. They are the neck. I consider them to be the neck. I consider them to be the backbone. And when I see them, when I'm driving down the street and I see them selling and hustling for the family, I give it to you, man. I give it to you. You are the one who change this country. You are the one who you are the real people, the women, our young people. You are the real people. So Liberians, we got 18 more days to cast your vote. And let me say this to you. I'm saying it again. I will be honest with you. The best person to lead our country, to lead Liberia, and he don't want to be a ruler but a leader, is Alexander Cummings. You know very well, Mr. Cummings is the only one going in the communities, but notwithstanding, he can't go all over the place. But he's going to you and telling you, say, this is what we can do as a country. We must create jobs for our people. We should pay our people well. We should pay our teachers. The civil servants should get paid on time. He said that all the money they got from civil servants, we will bring it back. He said we should give money to our small business people. The people there who get small business. Government must empower them, not the big business people. So Mr. Cummings said the president promised money, but he will make sure that in the first 100 days, the business people who register, you will apply for a loan and they will give it to you. They will work with you. Mr. Cummings is a businessman. Yeah? The more money you put in business is the more results that you will get. So don't let nobody fool you. Popularity never put food on our table. Popularity will never carry you anywhere. It never pays school fees. And today, Liberia is still going down to the drain. Governmental experience. That one of the things they can lie. The person get governmental experience in what? Governmental experience in what? Oh, because you work too long for government, that means you get experience? No. If I was looking for a job, if I apply to be a teacher, they will ask me how long you been working. That I will tell you. Then the other man apply. Then maybe I've been working for 5 years. The other man been working for 10 years. I want it different. But nobody run for president, run for senator, run for representative and say, I got governmental experience. In what? Which are the profession? You got governmental experience in what? You see, Our constitution never said that you should get governmental experience or you should graduate from college or you should get PhD before you run for office. They say you should be a Liberian citizen, you should be 35 years old and get $25,000 worth of property or money in your account. That's all. So whether you graduate, you don't graduate, it's your right to run for president. But if you go to school again, that's a plus for you. But they never told you say, okay, before you be president, you should get accounting degree or you should get law degree. They didn't say it. So nothing like governmental experience. And they say not long, it's not how long you serve, it's how well you serve. So when you're looking for a leader, my Liberian people, the first thing you're looking for in a leader is truth. That means the man honest. The man will tell you the truth. Mr. Cummings can always tell us the truth. He said, when you steal, my government will prosecute you. I can't hear no politician saying that one. Mr. Cummings, he said corruption, he said stealing. Because they're stealing, they're doing that. And not corruption. Corruption is not about stealing money because even my attitude, I can be corrupt. So Mr. Cummings said, if you steal, we'll prosecute. Mr. Cummings said, why the lawmaker then taking $30,000 from us? They got vest. I ain't hear nobody talking about it. Mr. Cummings said we should pay our teachers plenty of money so they will be able to teach our children. We should train them. I can't hear the other people saying it. I can't hear Mr. Bwaka. I can't hear Mr. We are talking it. Don't be like some of the people who say, my friend, I don't care what you say. I already reserved. I already said I will vote for Mr. Bwaka. I will vote for Mr. Weah, whether you like it or not. You hurting yourself. You're not hurting Liberia because Liberia will be sitting right there. We will die. We will go. The other children will come back. You will be harming yourself. If you take money to vote, you will be selling your vote and you will catch hard time for another 6 years or another 9 years. So depends on what you're going to do. You have the right, the ability to save Liberia. To save Liberia. Do not put your faith in man. Look at the three candidates. Look at them good. And ask the question, Mr. We have been president for 5 years. My life looking good today. My children going to school. I get job. Don't let them fool you. Say, oh, Mr. We had a bad road medicine. No, Mr. We are right now a damaged road medicine. Don't tell me, say, oh, the man put in the invisible park. When the last time you went to the invisible park? Your children can't eat. Your children can't go to school. They say, oh, the man pay YF fee. That government pay your children's school fee before paying YF fee? No. You get free education in Liberia? No. University free, they're not free education in Liberia. Now, in Apple food, your pa leave the house, your man leave the house, they go sell. By the time they leave the place, the children got to eat. No money, nothing to send. The children all in the street. Our children not tend to beg. You not see it happening? No. The last 12 years, the same problem we're facing today. The only thing Ellen Johnson was president, they were still trying not to make it low bad, but they were stealing too. The other people were stealing. The only difference between they and George Weah, they used to steal 10 cents and George Weah stealing 25 cents. That's all. So that past government used to steal 10 cents. Then the other government stealing 20 cents. To be true with you, the two governments are correct. The UPO, the CDC, they're not correct for Liberia. You can't be on the mat, then you buy a mattress, then you buy the bed. Then because the bed falls shaking, then you say, I will go back to the mat. You can't graduate from University of Liberia, then you say, you know what, I come and go back in the 10th grade again. That means your life not going nowhere. We can remove CDC, then we can remove CDC, will bring UP. So ladies and gentlemen, you that listen to us, I got some people in the studio. They are young Liberians, patriotic Liberians, who not belong to no political party. But they are Liberians first. They are patriotic Liberians. These are the kind of people I love to see. To say, oh, you know, I'm from UP, so I'll support UP. Oh, I'm from ANC, I will support ANC. No. They're not supporting no party. Their children could be sitting somewhere today and saying, Zekwe. No. They could be sitting somewhere eating their own money, but they choose to come in the studio to say something to you. I don't know what they want to say. Maybe they come and tell us, say, they're not supporting me. Because maybe the team are running for president. Maybe Sidiki not bring that now and say Sidiki too want run for representative. No. But that young people, the young people are the pressure jury of Liberia. The old politician fear me. That's why I won't fear you. Listen to me. The old politician, the Amos, the back of Mafia, all the people that they lie to me. So I myself, I take it upon myself. I don't want to lie to you. Because guess what? They play a certain air. I will not suffer. I mean, be honest with you. I will not suffer in my life again unless God care me, unless God take me. Because I can work hard and I know what it means when you work hard, you can eat your money. I'm working for fast, I can enjoy it. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, I will turn it over to Sidiki and Sidiki will do the introduction. So, y'all will hear some people then talking to your own friend, then you know them every day. Sidiki, take over from here.
Okay, thank you.
Look at
Thank
Sidiki.
you. Yeah, but let's go into it. But Mr. Kishan, check your inbox and send your message. So right now, like I said to you, if you're listening to us, this is a general show. We want to say thank you for coming on and keep listening. So we're gonna go to our guest to firstly introduce himself, and then we can go into the show. So, brother Emmanuel, it's good to have you on. But kindly introduce yourself to the public, as thousands of Liberians are listening to you in almost the political subdivision of our country. So you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Siliki, and I am very humbled to be in your studio or on your platform. It is a great pleasure to be here to discuss about my own team and what we aspire to do and why we do honestly support Mr. Cummings.
Okay. So basically, we but you didn't introduce yourself. But they probably don't know.
Oh,
They don't know your name, and stuff like that.
yeah, thanks. So my name is Emmanuel Cooper, and I am popularly known as Sagacious. And I am a young person like you, and I'm also a business person, a business minded person, and I'm a content writer.
That's good.
Yeah.
So before we go to the general, I want to ask you this question. Maybe the general can take it from there. What is the name of the group? Because you talk about, you guys want to be 2 year, but the other guy informed me that, he have to run into a meeting, the same CPP, related stuff. So, uh, what is the name of the group? A lot of Librarians are listening. They would like to know, the name of this group. Like the general said, you guys are not member of any political party. So the Librarians are listening to you.
First of all, I'm not someone who really like a party type of person. So I love to support individual. I don't really like to be like a partisan. So we are a group of young, very enthusiastic group of people that support Mr. Cummings. And then we come from different backgrounds. So we are both here and also abroad. So we have different people. I think you also spoke to a couple of my friends who are outside.
Yeah.
Some are in a state and some are in Germany and and all that. So but we are all Liberian, and the good thing is that we are all young people, and the group name is actually non-partisan non-partisan youth in support of the Cummings Pumpkin ticket. And
Wow.
our aim is actually geared towards supporting Mr. Cummings in our own way, possible that at least we can be able to share the message of him out there to most of the citizens that are not really, accustomed to him.
Okay,
Okay,
that's good.
okay,
But
okay, go ahead, Sidiki.
okay, Mr. Kishan, even though I told you I was going to go back to you, but let me ask this. Emmanuel, you know, at this time where a lot of young people, gravitating or being misled to go to other places, and then Mr. Cummings being in the race, where even though most of them admit to us that this man is a red man, but at the same time, they ignoring it simply because the so-called he don't have numbers. So my question to you, why Mr. Cummings at this time? Why Mr. Cummings? You have the former vice president, you have George we are in office, and you have Tomo Gongo, and the rest of the other people. We have 20 presidential candidates. Why you and the other young people that are in this group choose Mr. Cummings over the rest of the people in the race?
First off, I am not, or both of us in our group, we are not people who just support people because we see crowd. So I think that's the first thing, because it is a perception here that once you see plenty of people going beyond somebody, then that means the person is the best person. But it is quite unfortunate for us that we have the mindset that this man is good, but he ain't get no more. The man good, but he having no more, man. He can win. So we actually support Mr. Cummings at this very critical point in our country history, because we feel that at this point, Sidiki,
Mhm.
in our audience, we do not really need a politician. We need a leader, not just any kind of a leader. We need a result oriented person, somebody who is ready for the job, somebody who is very energized, somebody who is willing to go the extra mile to ensure that things are done properly. Somebody who will be able to change our governance system. Somebody who will be able to open our economy, and somebody who I mean, who has that kind of experience that
Mhm.
even when they are in bed, they are still thinking about what to do next, and regardless of the time, and
Mhm.
of who they are, but they are still thinking about change, or I mean, doing their best to ensure that things are right for our people. And we strongly do believe that Mr. Cummings, possesses all of these things, because from his track records, and also since he came, he's somebody who has been able to tell us that just about everything that is going on, I mean, Liberia or Liberian, we deserve
Better.
better,
Yes.
yeah, honestly. And it is time for us to fix our country. And if you even look at his selection of a running mate, it clearly tells you that this is somebody. I mean, this is somebody who is ready
Mhm.
to do the right thing. Because his vice presidential running mate is also somebody with a very untainted record. And,
Yeah.
this is someone who is, I mean, educated. She is brilliant, and she has been able to help our country in different areas. And,
Okay, wait,
people.
wait, 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 wait. I want you to. You're making it too sweet. You're making it too sweet. Hold on here, because I want you to finish this sugar. Those of you who listening to us, my brother, you shock me. You see why I say I ain't give up on Liberians yet? Sidiki is what I can tell you. I say I ain't give up on Liberians.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
There are a lot of potential and young Liberians out there. If you're listening to us, you that listening to us, you said something that really shocked me, and I've been saying it all the time. In politics, it's not because you see John Brown get plenty of people behind him that means John Brown got the result of the problem and knows the result or knows the how to solve that problem. You say it's not because of the crowd or whatsoever, but I always so put this. It's how you feel and how you think. Even if you will be the only man to stand up for that person because it's what you believe in. That is why this young man is telling me here right now. He said, I don't care. 10,000 people can vote on the other side. But I believe in myself that this man is the right man, and my vote within myself will not go in vain. Whether he win or not, that is the man. That young man talking to us. You say you're looking for a leader, but not just any kind of leader. Now, somebody will ask you, you boy did not give you money. Why not Bwaka? Now, why UP or CDC that got they are in charge right now? They could call you and get your small thing. But let us hear. The people said, Mr. Cummings, not nobody, he ain't get no numbers. And you just jump behind me. Well, let me ask you now. I will play the devil advocate. I come and ask somebody now who come and give you harder. You show nobody in the cities in the CPP gave you something to come sit on this show here. For me to hear a young man like you that you could say Zigwe, and you say you're supporting Mr. Cummings, but you're not supporting the UP, neither the CDC, with that kind of big crowd they bringing us out. You but talk to me, let me hear you. Let your friend hear you. Talk to
uh,
them. Talk to me, sir.
Thank you. So the honest truth is that I'm not driven by what is outside. I'm actually driven by my own conscience, and I strongly believe in what my instinct tells me. So if it was for money, I could have supported other candidates because I know a couple of people within these other mainly from the CDC angle that I am currently friends with, and they have tried to tell me to join them and this that. As if I always said no. So I think Siddiqui, we added him to our chat quite recently. So if he is here, if you check our chat, even our fundraising that we've decided to do over 5,000 USD, we are not asking anyone from within the CPP. We were not giving money. We are serious minded young people. We are not people who can go behind somebody and say, leader, teacher, mentor, Amanda Awetu. No. We are young professionals and people who are hustling. Though we didn't get plenty of money, but we know how to hustle to make life on our own. And this is why we strongly believe that if we support somebody who is also like this or have the same mindset, there'll be some changes. So the whole issue of somebody giving us money or somebody telling us what to do, no, we were driven by our own conscience. In fact, it took us about 1 month to strategize on all of our plans that we currently have now, or all of our activities. Initially, we did not want to come public. If you check my Facebook page, I think it is this month, and that was basically because of the way we are seeing things going. Like the entire social media campaign engagement for Mr. Kumi hasn't really been impressive. So we as media people or people who are within a communication area, and also people who are also doing other things, then we thought that this is where we can be able to come in. So if you check most of our stuff then currently, most of our plans that we have, it is about two 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 things mainly: media outreach. And our outreach, we have budgeted, like I told you, over 5,000 USD to be able to one. We are looking for. I don't even want to go deep to the next question, but since you asked, let me just answer that. So one, we have plans one to be able to fund ambassadors, outreach ambassadors in each of the 73 electoral districts. And we will be paying these people their money, our money that we will raise from our own angle. And they will be going from place to place carrying flyers within the next, 18 to 17 days. Also, we are also strategizing currently on content, plans. We drafted scripts. In fact, when you check social media currently, you will see that there are bulk of different TikTok videos and different things coming on for Mr. Cummings. And we also have our own content plan that we have shared with the media team, or a couple of them that they have welcomed and currently working on. So that two places meaning we were able to identify and decide to come in. So one, media engagement and also outreach. So the outreach is to reach to the people to tell them who Mr. Cummings is, because there are others who don't know who he is. So you will find out that these people, not like they have decided to vote for SYZ, but they don't know who this man is. Yeah. So if we carry the message to them, that would be very, very awesome. Imagine every day somebody reach out to about 1,000 persons for nothing. Just in one district. You reach there, tell them who he is, share the flyer with them, stick up with them. That would be very impressive. And that's our plan. And nobody gave us money from CPP angle. In fact, we decided to omit ourselves from all of the auxiliary groups. Yeah, because we have our own guys who are from different countries. So like I said, these are people, some of them they are working, some of them they are going to school, but because we feel very passionate about this. We are very, very passionate about this, or about this man being our next president. That's why we came together to be able to do this. So it
Okay,
isn't like your normal or the normal Liberian mindset where they rather wait for money first before they support somebody know.
okay,
If
good.
it was for
Since
money,
in a studio,
you
yeah.
already know where the money is.
Since you're in a studio, I want to use your voice. I got this other question for you. You talk to the people out there. I want them to hear from yourself. What you think? What people are saying? That oh, Mr. Cummings don't know the situation, and they don't know what's going on in the country. Mr. Cummings new to Liberia and new to Liberia. He don't have it. What message you got? Because what really convinced you? My man, you saying things here. I'm shocked. For a young man, people call us every day. They get t-shirt. Oh, we need money to go this place. We get, but let you here telling us that you set a budget for $5,000. Nobody from ANC or CPP or Liberty Party or whosoever, you even ask none of us. But you said we'll put our own together. We're recruiting people in different districts in the 73 district to carry the message. I know you think about your future, so you're looking for a good leader. What
True.
message you got for the people out there who still believe that, especially your crowd, who still believe that, oh, Mr. Cummings don't get it, man? What message you got for them? Please talk to them.
So the thing is that Liberia, many of us will just, I mean, bulk of our citizens, they are actually gullible. So anything what they hear, sometimes they just tend to believe it. And people really believe in meritocracy. So you just find out that small thing can just satisfy them. They don't care about the quality or the long term. So
Oh boy.
it is now time that we start to think of things that will be sustainable, things that will not just be because I want to be president, so I'll just do the cook. No, they're not rushing things. That's why we are saying we are facing this country. So there is this mindset that people say, Kumi don't understand the situation here. Okay, so let me just be very, uh, what should I call it? So those that understand our situation, like can go to go play football or to go dance a booga dance or to go and do some funny thing. Where are we today? What have they done? Since they strongly believe that Kumi does not understand our situation, or he not very, very down to earth, he not humble. So what is more of these people who have been humble for all along, from 19, I don't know when, up to now? What have they done? What are some of the things that we can be able to point out to? Apart from the, I mean, just quick impact projects then. And right now in this particular century, we're not supposed to be thinking about things that will just be able to cut out our cook with them at the end, everything just go down or just wash away. We need something that will be sustainable, that will be permanent. Like even when somebody dies, after 100 years, we'll still point out to it, say, this was what John Brown did, or this was what Paul did to be able to improve the lives of Liberians. So when Mr. Cummings came in 2016, I think 2017, there was a debate. That particular presidential debate, you say you not understand the issues, but they didn't listen to what one of those things that he said. Somebody who does not understand the situation here was also the same person that gave out $1 million during the Ebola crisis when people were suffering around here.
Wow.
But yesterday you still telling us that this man does not understand what is happening here. This is the same man that is telling you that the Zogos, they are suffering. This is the same man that is telling you that the economy is struggling. So what kind of situation he does not understand? This is the same person that is telling you that if I become president, the issue of microfinance loan will be flexible, affordable for our market women. This is somebody who is telling you that I will raise our budget from million to billion,
Billions, yes.
from million to a billion. But then you still telling me a serious minded young man like me that Kumi does not understand what we are going through. So Kumi does not understand how did he manage to understand or know that our budget currently is in million. I mean, bulk of the countries around us here, They're not even talking about millions. They are talking about billions. Not even a billion, but billions. But yesterday we are still struggling to even reach 1 billion. Yet somebody want to question, say, how will he do it? How did he manage? And this is somebody who is a financial expert. Apart from him being a corporate business, tycoon, somebody who has been able to serve within a corporate world, has managed budget that is triple, quadruple, more than even this country budget. Then you tell me that, then you tell me that he does not understand what he is talking about. Somebody who has been able to manage people apart from money alone. He has been able to lead team and deliver successfully. So what then do you want him to do? This is somebody who went to school here, not just high school, but even university, went to Collington. Then what do you want to tell me that he does not understand? This is somebody where when he was still serving in the corporate business world, donated medical supply to the Buchanan Government Hospital or the Grand Bassa Government Hospital. So what then? What is it that he does not understand? This is somebody that says he came here from 2015, 2016 up to now. He is still here. He has been with us. He hasn't left us. This is somebody even prior to him coming. The CUMMINGS Africa Foundation has been giving out scholarships to thousands of people, young people. This is somebody who in the entire country has the best science school, the #1 science school in Painesville, that is currently leading the field of STEM. But you see, young people, they are doing robotics and doing different things. So what then he does not understand? Or do you want him to go to Buga first? What do you want him to do? So it is very kind of sad for us as a country that in this stage and time that we are still chasing behind quick impact in it or small thing where we not even carry or anywhere. So mind you today now, we are settling for less, but we'll suffer the consequences, and these people they will enjoy. But if we open our eyes and change our mindset, that we'll be able to find a leader, not politician, because that's what somebody can say. They may not normal, traditional Liberian politician. We'll tell you that the problem that we face today, the solution is or the way forward is for us to find a traditional Liberian politician. No, we need a leader, not a politician. We need someone who will be able to take the race to move out in the country from where it is. Somebody who understands not just national issue but international issue. Somebody who will be able to have very good international connection, a very good foreign policy today. We lack these things. We lack these things, and these are things that we need. So we have to open our eyes. Everything cannot happen if we keep chasing behind peanut. If we keep chasing beyond t-shirt or doing things that are not really worth. We have to open our eyes. We have to stand up to the occasion that yes, we are ready for change. America stood back. The young people, they led that particular campaign. And today, Obama is one of the most successful American presidents.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, you saying things. I know sometimes people say we love impression, but it better we don't hear these things in Liberia because we have not asked. There are a lot of good people out there. You listening to us right now by way of radio or the internet. There are a lot of good people in Liberia. That is why we are not giving up on Liberians, and Liberia will rise up again. The young people, you are the one that can fix Liberia. You are the one who are looking for a better leader or leader that will take us into the 21st century. I told you this thing every day. I said the future of Liberia is in your hands. It's like the young boy with the bird that when you squeeze it, it will die or you release it to go. So the success of Liberia is in your hands. You just said something about America. Barack Obama came into power. They had Hillary Clinton, who was working in government. She was the favorite of the Democratic Party. But the
Yes.
people said, no, we want a
Mhm.
new face. and Barack
Sure.
was elected. The young people in Liberia, you need a new face. You need somebody that will tell you what we can do, that tomorrow you will be in a better place, to teach you how to fish, not to just give it to you. Mr. Cummings is a successful Liberian story. You know that. Mr. Cummings is just like this young man sitting in the studio. Mr. Cummings struggled. He slept on the floor. He sold women clothes for his man. He went to the same demonstration like you. He went to see them like Mr. Bwaka, who went there before. He went to Cottington. He struggled. He went abroad. He got his degree. He came back. He went back to Liberia and worked with LBDR Bank. He stopped there. But because he was ambitious, he said, listen, I got to improve myself. He hustled again. He left the country. Boop, the coup took place. Everybody who left the country could not come home because when the coup took place. So what Mr. Cummings did, he found a job. There were days when Mr. Cummings and his wife, they slept on the floor. They struggle in this country to make ends meet. They struggle a lot to make ends meet. But they never gave up. He went to Pittsburgh Food Company. Then from there, he went to Coca-Cola. They sent him to Liberia. The man went to Liberia in 1997 when Charles Taylor won the election. But yet they say, we still look at Mr. Cummings and say, when we were fighting war, why you can't to Liberia? So my question to you, when we were fighting the war, did Joseph Boakai went to you in Ghana? Joseph Boakai stopped to Ghana when they were having all the Akusomo call and whatsoever? Or Joseph Boakai went to Ghana when he was vice president? No. President Weah entered Ghana when he became president to say, you come home, we help the people? No. They never did it. So my people, this young man is saying something. We're not trying to say we lack fresh impression. No, he's a young man. If that some kind of old dude was going to come here, I was just going to be looking at him like this and say, but where you been sitting all those years? If an old man come to me now and tell me, say he just realized that Mr. Cummings is the best man, then I ask the question now, why now? But there's a young man like Sidiki, there's a young man who's struggling, who will want to get something from somewhere. Y'all listen to him speaking. Unless you're now a smart dude. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know if somebody is speaking the heart off. That is what that young man doing right there. Speaking his heart off. He said, I'm not worried about Mr. Cummings. He's not even a member of ANC. This is a guy that been following us, they've been following us until they reach out to Sidiki. These are the people that I want to talk to. The Zogos, the young people. I'm not here to bring Louis Brown on my show or bring Musa Belete on my show or bring Mr. Cummings on my show because I know Mr. Cummings giving them the message already. I want to see ordinary Liberians. These are the people that I'm talking to. The ordinary Liberians who stay struggling out there. The ordinary Liberians who stay looking for ways. Say, you sure we can make it? Or we should just be part of them? These are the people I'm looking for. The ones that you abandon. The ones that we all abandon. We call them beggars. We call them as criminals. Or they can jack people's cell phone. That the people we're talking about. These are the real people. Not some people who are making thousands of dollars in the past regime and want to come back to power. That's not the people we're talking about. They were making thousands of dollars. Some of them were making $8,000, $9,000. Like Jackie McKay on it's a fact on closing argument. She was making over $8,000 a month. So she wanted back. More Ali, they were making almost $6,000 a month. They want it back. They want to come back to power. You see?
Yeah,
so
now,
these are the things we're talking about.
So
okay, let's go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So the reason we as a team or group are supporting Mr. Cummings over Mr. Boakai is just simple. One, he was there for 12 years. I mean, within the presidency now, and I say the other one where he served as
second man in command. Yeah, second man in command.
You know? Yeah, second in command in the entire country. Presided over 50 bogus
concession
agreement that today leading. That is one of the major factors to the suffering that we are currently undergoing. Not just that, even prior to him becoming vice president, this is somebody who has served within government for years. And, he has been living on taxpayers' money. What has he done? Like, what are some of the tangibles? I often hear people say, "Oh, when you are vice president, you can be this, you can be that." Forever, like, oh, Lova was bare basket. I mean, thing. Lova was bare basket. Wasn't basically because of boycott. I think it is now time that we try to sharpen the or make the conversation clearer for the lower people and for them to be able to understand. Because I often hear people saying, "Oh no, JB and Lova was a bread basket." It wasn't because of him. Another thing is that you've already said this to us. My Liberian people, we squander opportunities. Not just that, but going as far as letting us say, and you are back in the garage.
And you've been on your lane, you're on your lane for 12 years too.
Yeah.
You stay on your lane.
Then you want for some people then like us now, or for some of us who really believe in genuine change. Not just because what I see many people saw or better going behind J before, because one people then say the men humble, two people then say the men get numbers. They will not say, "I am supporting JB because JB can do this."
Thank you.
Another thing is also people not just supporting because they keep saying he is the only one that can beat George Weah. So do you just want somebody who can just beat George Weah? You don't even care about the aftermath. What happens if he wins? What will be the outcome? So we still go through the same thing, and you think that we are headed somewhere better? We're not going nowhere. So because you want change, you can just change anybody and just put anybody there. You have to put the right person there. And what's the difference between JMB and George Weah? So when you want change, we are looking at people with clean hands now. Charlie Bronski, Mr. Cummings, have they stolen money from him? No. These people have been living on their own and helping the Liberian people. They have been carrying on so many humanitarian initiatives. They have their own institutions that they have been helping. Today, if I ask somebody, say, where they get a Bwaga, all the JMB Foundation, they can tell me where it is. Apart from one propaganda thing that they brought in the entire country where they say JMB brought, I know, for or what, some kind of stuff for the people of real estate country. That's the only achievement that today all of us can hear about. What did the JM or what has the JMB Foundation done? Besides that, this man waited for him to be retired out of the presidency before he would even think about establishing a foundation to help people. My goodness.
But where is the office of the GMB Foundation?
Where's the office?
Okay, now let hold a Siliki, you're the one been running around. You tell us today. Because you the mayor just say something here. You can walk and go to the Cummings Foundation. You know the address. My Liberian people, Mr. Bwaka was vice president for 12 years under Ellen Johnson's leave. Mr. Bwaka was the eye of Ellen Johnson to the House, to the Senate. Where is the Joseph Bwaka Foundation? Where is the office? You can find Mr. Cummings home. This young man explaining, we can explain to you and tell you how many presidents Mr. Cummings gave scholarship to. You can hear Mr. Cummings talking about it. But I don't even hear Mr. Bwaka on a supporter to say, Mr. Cummings, Mr. Bwaka did this, Mr. Bwaka gave scholarship, Mr. Bwaka gave to BWI. Okay, Mr. Cummings, he won't say who. Mr. Cummings can, I put it real Liberian with Mr. Cummings can say who. But the people that behind Mr. Cummings can talk it. What Mr. Cummings doing? Why the people behind Mr. Bwaka can tell you that Mr. Bwaka got 10 children, he paying their school fees. I challenge you, you show them to us. Why you can tell us, say, oh, Mr. Bwaka went to a foundation and was giving the children the scholarship. But we can see all that one, and then a second talking. Look at this young man. My people, y'all listening to this man here. They man jealous you. What you not seeing him now? They man jealous Sidiki. This man telling us. Some people say, but Mr. Bwaka was vice president. He ain't got no saying. How do you know? How you know all these things? They say vice president can talk. They say the vice president just sit down and the president do the work. And you know it's not a true thing. The vice president has a responsibility. The vice
Oh,
president can go to cabinet meeting. The vice president represent the president to the Senate. He's the president of the Senate. All the concession agreement, you can go through the vice president office before you go to the president pro tem. So don't let nobody fool you, my people. It's not how long you serve, it's how well you serve. The government divided all the counties. They just say, okay, Lofa County will be responsible for agriculture and this, and it's not because of Joseph Newman Bwaka. And y'all show me where they wrote about you. If you listen to me and you got your cell phone in your hand right now, you got your cell phone. If you listen to him or you near the radio, I want you to put in Alexander Cummings Network, or Mr. Bwaka, Joseph Bwaka Network, or George Weah Network, or who is Alexander Cummings, who is Joseph Newman Bwaka, or who is George Weah. When you look at it, it will tell you, say George Weah, president of Liberia, he was world best, and also when you look for Mr. Cummings, they will tell you what Mr. Cummings still doing, his business, how much he make. They will give you the whole story. Then when you look at Mr. Bwaka, they will tell you who is Mr. Bwaka. These are the things you need to know for yourself, because I show you guys cell phone with you there now. Just go to Google. It's easy for you to know these people. Then they will tell you who is this wonderful Ellis Cummings. They will tell you who is a wonderful Joseph Newman Bwaka, or who is George Weah. My people, there's my message to you. I want you to open your heart. You believe in yourself that Mr. Cummings is good. He can change Liberia. All I want you to do, but you thinking whether he will make it in the second round, just vote. If you believe that Mr. Cummings is the best person, cast your vote for Mr. Cummings. If Mr. Cummings don't make it in our first round, you won't lose. You can take your vote and give it to somebody else. So it's like this. This young man said something here. He said, whether the crowd can be plenty behind George Weah. He believed in himself that Mr. Cummings is the best, so he will cast a vote on Mr. Cummings. If Mr. Cummings don't win, he will go home and sleep. He know he made no mistake. But he still got the opportunity to cast a vote for the second time. So since you worry, you say, oh, Mr. Cummings is good, but hey, my people, what happened? Look, me, if I cast my vote for Mr. Cummings, I'm going to cast my vote for Mr. Cummings. If Mr. Cummings don't win, I lose nothing. I will still cast my vote again to the second person. So all I want you to do, vote for Mr. Cummings this time, because you believe in him. If you don't believe in him, I'm not forcing you, but you believe in Mr. Cummings, especially our big people. Some of y'all say, oh, vote for Mr. Cummings. If Mr. Cummings don't make it, at least you did something. Then the second one now you can choose. So you stay in losing nothing, my people. You stay in losing. You know, you ask UP, they say Mr. Cummings good, but he must give Mr. Bwaka time. You ask Sedition, they say Mr. Cummings good, he can change it, but let he get Joe. We are 12 years. No, these two parties we can't get at no time. Time is running out. We're getting old every day. You yourself getting old. You will soon get gray hair. I must say I already get gray hair. So by the time you bump your ass, 6 years added to your age, you're 26 years old because you're 20 years old. You call and say, oh, I'm a first-time voter. First-time voter, and you vote wrong. You will add 6 years to your age, and then you'll be what? 26 years old. Then you will still be with your man. Then the other men there who believe in Mr. Cummings, now they will do the poll and vote for Mr. Cummings, they're still going to be working hard. Siddiqui will be working hard. Siddiqui will graduate from school because we will help Siddiqui go to school. Then Siddiqui will graduate from school. But you will still be there in the hardship because the other people now who vote for Mr. Cummings say, let me help Siddiqui. Well, let me help my friend. Let me do this. Then they'll be looking for a job. Then you say, no, please, we beg you. We don't want it to happen. So let's go back to my brother. I will use your voice today. I want you to talk to your people. Talk to your friends. And those of you listening to him, if you want to be part of this group here, call Siddiqui or you call him if you want to be part of this group. Look, t-shirt can't put food on your table. This man said he ain't got no t-shirt. They may get no Mr. Cummings t-shirt on him. They may get no t-shirt to go run around. All the people doing, they just putting one paper in their hand, talking to people. This is not about t-shirt anymore. This is not about flyer. The thing that comes from your mouth is better than what on the t-shirt. Because when you wear that t-shirt, just for one day, Siddiqui saying get t-shirt. You see, I get my cap, I bring it one cap here to give to somebody who will beg me for it. So t-shirt can't put food in your table, on your table. It can't send you to school. It can't do nothing. And the whole leadership thing, and I beauty pageant. To say, you let go have beauty pageant, and I know beauty pageant. Leadership is a serious business. They're not dancing. Then I say, oh, just vote for me. When you vote for me, then I will come up with a policy. No, 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 no. How you will fix the education system? How you will create job? What you got in store? Tell me what you will do. Then I'm gonna give it to you. Then you tell me, say, my man, just give me the money back. I will pay you back. But when you pay me, you can't write it down. You won't give me no promissory note. You won't promise me. So let's go back to you, my brother. I want you to talk to your people, your young people, your crowd, and let them tell us and ask them or talk to them why you again supporting Mr. Cummings and why you believe that Mr. Cummings is a better choice for Liberia. The people say Mr. Cummings not wasting money in the street. The people say Mr. Cummings need to start paying $5 to everybody because he get plenty of money. So I want you to talk to them, my man. Let them follow you. When you see in him wonderful Cummings and you beyond Mr. Cummings after years and you just decided that Mr. Cummings is the best choice. Talk to your friends then.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So, the first thing what I would tell people is that Liberia, like I said earlier on, we do not need a, a politician or like they always saying a traditional Liberian politician. What we need as a country and people is a leader. We need a transformative leader. We need a result oriented person. Somebody who is willing to sacrifice time and energy to bring out the best results that we need that will be able to change the livelihoods of this country. Somebody who is not willing to be able to engage into nepotism, that they will be able to bring all their family people to be able to serve in government. Somebody who is willing to not compromise corruption because they feel that this person is their ally or this person helped them along the way to be president. Somebody who is fearless, who is brave, who is very serious about change. Somebody who is issues driven. We want somebody who is there, because they thought this, so yes, I mean, this will happen, that will happen, or because they dance the best or the very popular or latest music. So that means they are down to earth. They understand the people, then they are the best. No, I can come and lie all day. I do this, I do that. Eh? I dance music. If I will not do anything afterwards, once I want to vote for you, I can't eat with you and all. I play with you, I watch my own with you. Nothing will happen. And these are some of the things that communities are doing. And so people thinking that he is in the best candidate. God people feel that he's not going there to go lie to them to be able to play Mao, to be able to tell them, say, you have for me, they will give you money. No. We are discussing issues, policy issues.
Like CDC coming out with jumping rope competition. Eh?
Exactly. We are discussing serious issues and then people coming out with jumping rope now. We are discussing serious issues and then people in there, we agree. They make her, we agree. They men say, we agree. And, so these are some of the issues and that we are opening our eyes to. Liberia right now, we don't need politicians. George Yakin to you, he said this to you, said that to you today. We are not know what he lied to you. So if somebody is being very honest, the best thing is to be able to give him a chance. And this is somebody with clean hands. They may not get anything to record. They may not in your cookies jar. The people in their hands that in your cookies jar, you all know them. And they don't want doing crowd competition. In other developed countries, people have rallies, political rallies, to discuss issues, to tell the citizens what they would do when they become somebody. But in Liberia, the dynamic has changed. People only having rallies to be able to compare crowd. I have more crowd than this president. At the end, none of them didn't say anything to you. All they did was to compare and contract crowd, because all they are after is their showboating. They are not serious for change, for real change.
Let me hold you. Let me hold you right there. You know, it's funny. You said after the whole rally, the only thing we heard people saying was, "My man, I put up more crowd than you."
Yes, sir.
But you hear the UP people telling us that, oh, Mr. Barker said he will create job by doing this. And when you hear Josh, we are saying the same thing. In fact,
Nothing.
nobody saw Mr. Barker speaking. They say he spoke. But only thing we heard on that thing was, my papa sorry, I want man fool. Oh, you die, you say go, you say we'll vote for you. Oh, we love it. So that whole crowd, you just say something. Oh. So see, after the program, you know when the program is over, you hear you say, wow, Mr. Barker spoke. Mr. Barker said he will create job by doing XYZ. Mr. Barker said that he will fight corruption. But you hear nothing from there. Mr. Barker never spoke.
Nothing.
Some people say he speak, but they're trying to lie. Well, nobody know what he said. Even President Weir, nobody know. The only thing we heard he said, the way he sang for like 10 minutes. And everybody was just chanting, rejoicing. Hey, my Liberian people. When you subtract all the people that came from all the town, they can't win Monserrato, yeah. Don't let them fool you. And it's a fact. CDC brought people from Nimba, Bassa, Boncante, Cape Mount because it's easy to come with car. UP did the same thing. They brought people from Banga. Mr. Kuhn brought people from Nimba. Mr. Prince Moi brought people from Boncante. Yombi brought people
From
from
Bon,
Boncante
from Bassa.
from Grand Bassa. And then corrupt Ellie Tyler brought people from Bombing Hills and whatsoever. That is why they show you Lofa, because you can't bring people from Lofa the road bar. Then they show you certain part of Maryland, because nobody can come from Maryland to Monrovia. They didn't show you Nimba, they didn't show you Bassa, they didn't show you nothing, because everybody was in Monrovia. So if you subtract all the groups that came from Lofa and from Nimba, all these people, they can't win Monrovia. You see how they lie to you? But the CPP launching, which will announce the date to you. I know some people say it's 10, some people say it's 6, some people say don't listen to no date. You will hear it from our own people, they will announce it to you, but we're launching. We're not bringing nobody from Nimba. We're not bringing nobody from Boncante. We're not bringing nobody from Bassa. We're not bringing nobody from Margibi or whatsoever. Everybody will stay in the county, and they will launch in the county, and they will do their own in the county, because we'll show the people the work we've been doing. Mr. Cummings been going in the community. Mr. Cummings been talking to people. They say you should know the problem before you solve the problem. You should ask me, what is my problem? When you go to the hospital, you can't just carry yourself to the doctor and the doctor start guessing. You got to say, oh, doc, my foot hurting. So they see when Mr. Cummings come to you, what the problem? Mr. Cummings know that when it comes to education, the same problem that people facing in Maryland, that the same problem people facing in Bassa. The same problem in Bassa is the same problem in Lofa County. That's why Mr. Cummings going in all the small county. The same way the people can take pay in Monrovia, that how the people can take pay in Maryland, because it works. So you see, Mr. Cummings said that Monrovia, the not bureau. He said all the thing we're doing, that only George we are and the UP say Monrovia the bureau. Mr. Cummings said Lofa County important, Margibi important, Sando important, Grand Judah important. Every county is important. Then Mr. Cummings said the Muslim male, the Christian, the people are not going to church. The people can go to church, but they're not Christian, but they last the Christian. The people go to the mosque, they're not Muslim, but they last the Muslim. Mr. Cummings said everybody important. And Mr. Cummings is saying that the government responsibility for everybody to know something to work. Even you don't go to school, you can be a mechanic. You don't got to go to school to be a mechanic. They can teach you practical. You can be a carpenter. You can also, if you want wash car, you must be a good car washer. If you want sweep, you must make money, because you're not going to be sweeping. Then you say you want to live mama point. But at least you will live good. That's why Mr. Cummings said that bowl of rice. When everybody eating that bowl of rice, I can come with big spoon, you come with big spoon. But because you know how to hold your spoon good, you will take more rice than me. I can take rice, but I'll be satisfied, because I play my hand can reach it. So the one that I know I will be satisfied. You don't have to get your PhD or master. Now not everybody gonna go to school. We get our children in the street. They can be a masoner, they can be a carpenter, they can be whatsoever. We can put them in school. They handicapped. They can go to school. They can be a receptionist. They can be managing director. You can't keep our handicap in the street whole day begging as if they're crazy. So Mr. Cummings got all the things that plan. How Mr. Cummings plan his life. This man run a multi-million dollar company who responds for strategic, finance, and legal. Tell me, my people. Not because you're seeing him looking short at that. And they say every good thing can in small package. When you see a diamond, you know, Mr. Cummings is one of the things that when you go dig diamond, it comes from the day. You say, but what kind of stone there? You got to wash it. By the time you wash it, you see the beauty of it. Mr. Cummings is a clean man. He never eat your money before. So you don't get nothing to lose. If you show Mr. Cummings that good man and can do better, don't tell me, say, let him wait for his time. If you say that I'm Mr. Cummings' time, then when is your time? When is your children's time? So vote for Mr. Cummings. If Mr. Cummings don't make it, you can vote for anybody else. But you will sleep sound. You rather vote graciously. You rather lose graciously than to go vote and you waste your vote. The other 18 candidates, don't waste your time on them. And no disrespect to them. But we got 3 candidates. We got the past, we got the present, and we got the future. It is time we open the phone line. Let us get enough call. Don't tell us why we're criticizing. We in a football league. I got to play you. I got to tell you, say you're not better than me. I got to tell the people, say Mr. Cummings is better. Why they men are good? We ain't cost nobody here. We're just saying that we not try UP, we not try CDC. It is time for us to find a new face. And the new face is Mr. Cummings. The Cummings telling us he wants it from all. Let us be honest now. Why would you want to support people who steal your money? You see Alex Starr, they not steal, they call them B-ball 1, B-ball 2. You see Prince Johnson, he not steal until he say he want to bring war. And in fact, I want to take this time to condemn the statement of the UP people who think that they will jump in the street and cause trouble for us. No, you cannot tell us that it is a must. You must win. This is not no Donald Trump country. You must win. You cannot accept no results. We believe in the Liberian people. You say you are winning the first round. Why you worry again about somebody cheating you? We are all opposition. Open your eyes that the same thing you are doing while we're going door to door, you are demonstrating, say the people who won't register, you are saying you send nobody to register. We satisfied with the registration. And we believe in the Liberian people. The Liberian people will make the difference this time. This is the first time that Liberian will vote for Liberia. And they will make the right choice. Whether you like it or not, this time is for the patriotic Liberians, and it's for the one who love Liberia, not the one who want to see. We want to see our young people moving. We want to see our young people doing business. We want to see our 20 years, 25 years old children get their own company. Man, people will tire, yeah. The children got to help themselves too. The government will need somebody that will put things in. Mr. Cummings is the leader of the 21st century. He don't want to know. He not to use WhatsApp. He can use Google. He can use all the things that we're not going to waste our time here. So open the phone line, Sidiki. Let us hear from you. Hey, you say you voting for Baka, be honest. Don't tell me, say you wasting your time in the studio. I'm not wasting my time in the studio. That means you say you wasting your time to open the line, Sidiki.
Okay, good. So we're gonna open the phone line. So if you're listening to us, you've been listening, you can put in your calls on 0776 or 0255 are the numbers to call, and you'll be live on Truth 96.1. 0776 or 0255 are the numbers to call. Let's take our first caller right here and hear from you. Good afternoon, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Good afternoon, sir. Hello.
I'm doing good. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Thank you. I'm Musa Kamara calling. Based in the city, but currently in Costa right now.
Okay, Musa, make your point.
Yeah, my contribution about this right now is, I ain't got much to say, right? But I beg all fellow Liberians, like you said, Mr. Kumi is the best. And as for me, I'm convinced that he's going to make it. You see? So please, I'm pleasing ourselves you to support Mr. Arizona Kumi to the end.
Thank you so much, Musa. Thank you.
Thank you.
I beg you. Can you call me, please?
Okay, call me after the show because a lot of calls coming. I'm not seeing your number, so call me after the show. Yeah, yeah, this is my personal number.
Okay, no problem.
All right, thank you. Let's take your call from the next caller. Good afternoon, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hello. Okay, this person is not ready yet. That is a this other caller. Good afternoon, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from? Okay, I will make your point. So, so listen to the show. Lawa Emmanuel is here. Listen to the show. At the end of the show, Emmanuel will announce the number. You can call him, and then we can start it from there. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's take the next caller right here. Good afternoon, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Good afternoon, my brother. It's you. How you doing?
I'm doing great, and you?
Fine, thank God. Everything good afternoon to the general on the location in the US.
Good
My
afternoon.
name is Joe
Thank,
Billy.
thank,
I'm calling from Israel. A former member patriot for CUMMINGS chairman.
Okay.
My brother, I will learn for you to please. I want to get on the location's number so I
Okay.
can talk with him one-on-one.
Okay.
We are planning to go to Nima full blast until the 6th. But we want to do certain work there. I want to talk with him. I want his number. The Honorable Cummings, the message is that we are giving to the Liberians, the young people, some of the old people, they can tell us that we cannot vote for any other person now. Somebody who is a business person. So in fact, our organized the winning group here, it was to Gorbachev before Gorbachev marketing for Cummings 2017. And African Gorbachev, Ominga marketing for Cummings now. The biggest authority union for all marketing.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Let's take another.
And I think this election, there will be surprises.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
okay, tell him, man, I will be in Liberia there next week, so you got.
Yeah, you'll be at next week. Mr. Kishan will be at next week. Okay, let's take this other caller. Good afternoon, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah,
I'm doing good, and you?
all right. My name is Brother Jeremiah Siawe, a proud supporter of Martin Secular Foundation number 6. You know,
Okay, Jeremiah, make a point.
he said bravo to the brother in studio there. You know, he just said it all right. You know, I was just telling somebody yesterday, Liberian law, let us not make a mistake this time around. Where we are is very critical. It has something to do with our future. Look, don't follow somebody, don't vote somebody because you see the crowd following the person. Vote the person based upon what the person is capable of bringing to the table that you think can transform the life of the Liberian. Not because you see a crowd behind the person, so another person will do well. No. Some people pay for crowd. So vote somebody because the person understands the issue, they know they can make the difference and have any coming. So I think the best
So,
thing we can do
thank you, brother. Thank
is
you.
to vote and have any coming. The 20th October the 6th to vote because he knows he's a powerful man. Nobody can take that away from him.
Thank you so
He
much.
will make the difference.
Thank
We
you.
need a politician. We need a good man and have any coming. Thank you for putting the time.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So we're gonna take our last caller because I'll give Manuel time to announce his number and do our closing. So let's take our last caller here on this line. Good afternoon, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from? Yeah, good afternoon. Okay, Lasana, make your point. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Kishan, I think you listened to all of the callers. We have 6 more minutes, so I think we can hear from. Oh, we can
Okay,
hear from you. Then go to Emmanuel to do
you,
his closing
you can hear
and
me?
announce his number. To yeah, I'm hearing you.
And my people in Redderland, Next week we're going to hang out. We're going to be there. We will be from place to place. I will join Emmanuel. I will join all our groups that will campaign. I will be in Bon County. I will be in Niba County. That little few days that we will have, we will meet you one on one and talk to you and hear from us because I'm casting a vote. Only God can stop me. But as I said to you, if you believe in yourself, I can convince you, but you must convince yourself. Nobody convinced me to join Mr. Cummings. Let me tell you the real truth. I hear people talking, but I went and convinced myself. Because if I was looking for a friend, I would be behind George Weah. I would be behind somebody else. All my friends they're on the other side. But if you believe in yourself that Mr. Cummings is the right guy, vote for him. If he don't make it to the second round, which I know he will make it, then you can take your vote and give it to whoever you want to give it to. You don't losing nothing. But if you don't do it and you just sit down and say, hey, Mr. Cummings, good, but you know, then you vote. So please cast your vote. It is your constitutional right that the one the people gave you in the Constitution. 5 years, you don't see President where then he coming to you today. 5 years, you don't see Mr. Bwaka in your district, but he coming there today. The man who was there for 12 years, he come to you. But 5 years ago, Mr. Cummings was the only guy who going around the whole place and having interview with all the chicken soup network. He's the only one telling you that we can increase the budget. He's the only one telling you that we'll fix the education system. He's the only one telling you that we need electricity so the company can come in Liberia. He's the only one telling you say that we should invest in our business people. He's the only one telling you say that our children need to go to school. We need free education, not just to pay university fee. He's the only one telling you say we should invest in agriculture to make sure that we start feeding ourselves. He's the only one telling you say that we need clinics in all the small districts instead of people living from looking down to run all the way to GFK. He's the only one telling you say that we need better security. He's the only one telling you say we're tired. There's no telling in Liberia for you to be walking, driving around on the street and killing our innocent people when nothing is covering. He's the only one that telling you that I will fight stealing. I will fight corruption. You can't go nowhere. Nowhere will hire you. He's the only one telling you, say, I will carry my ministers and to go see Central Prison because enough for only criminal alone. He's the only one telling you, say, there are a lot of good Liberians here that can do the work. They plenty in the CDC government, but because the CDC government is so corrupt, that
Okay. We lost the general there. I don't know what's going on. So Emmanuel, let's hear from you, and then we can hear your final word to the Liberian people, and then you talk about the recruitment process that your team is trying to do. So you can also speak about that because I have only 2 more minutes.
Okay, I think he's back now.
okay, we're back now. What happened, Sidiki?
No. I don't know. You got the message I sent you?
I was trying to the whole screen went blank. That's why I was just concerned.
Yeah, we have 2 more minutes. So
Yeah.
let's
Okay. Yeah. So Emmanuel, and do your closing, and you can give the people your number, and some people want to see your number, your contact number, your MTM number, because there are people watching from America here who will make some donation to you. So those of you watching, please listen out for his number. And Sidiki, post the number up there, please. I said post the number up there, please.
Okay.
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Yeah, first of all, let me appreciate Sidiki and also you for affording us the time to share with our people what we actually believe in. So as I leave, I want to tell the Liberian people. So you got 2 people there. The first person, the second number. I mean this. Your first number. So you got 2 people. The first person, you're in Susu, they stole your money for 12 years. This new Susu man, you're bringing, the person stole your money for 6 years. And then you got this other person here. The person managed Susu internationally, that more than the one that you're having for more than 20 years. nothing lost, and there was no brouhaha. So they are asking you now to choose between these three people. So the choice is yours. And you also have a choice to choose between somebody that will just dance in the name of doing your work, and also somebody who is there to say, I agree. And someone when they tell you say your story, then you say, I agree. They are not telling you say no, it's not true. But they are telling you say, we agree. So everything that you accusing them of, they are acknowledging it or them that yes, they did it. And then you also have this person who is telling you what they can do or what he can do, what he and his team can do. They are explaining everything to you, bit and pieces, everything. There is nothing being left out. You have the choice to make this particular critical decision. And right now, like I said, we don't need politician. We need leader, somebody who is willing to do the work. We want somebody that after winning election, they will have to go rest because they are not feeling well. And we also don't want somebody who after election they will have to go for some kind of party or some kind of vacation for them to go and have fun time using the taxpayers' money. So the choice is yours. Somebody who has said to us that if I win, once I am the same day, the work begins. So this is the choice that you have, or these are the choices that you have. The susu the dancing and also vacation So think of it. The ball is in your own hand.
Okay,
So if you cannot
Emmanuel,
make that particular
because
decision now,
Emmanuel, because we want the time, it's very important. Your name, your Emmanuel name, the last name is attached to this number. Put your last name on it.
Emmanuel Cooper is there.
Oh,
Emmanuel Cooper.
Yeah,
okay,
I'll put a coupon there.
Emmanuel Cooper. Okay,
So you
Emmanuel
can just
Cooper.
announce the number. So,
Yeah.
folks, for those of you who are listening, you want to be part of this team. You want first of all, let's make this clear. Why Emmanuel's make a clarity here that they're going to provide co-author for people who will be on the field to mobilize to
To
talk to people,
mobilize people,
to share flyers, but it have to do with volunteerism. You have to come with a willing man to volunteer, and then they can help you to at least provide transportation and water. So Emmanuel will announce his number right after the show. You can get in touch with Emmanuel. Whatsoever district you form, they can work with you, and they're going for maybe the next 70 days to have a successful election so that we all can face our country. Let's go ahead, Emmanuel.
So for those of you out there in Radio Land and also online, if you want to join us and to be able to volunteer or to be able to carry or to be one of our outreach ambassadors for the next 17 to 16 days. My numbers, I the orange is 0775 25 11 83. My Lone Star is 0881 5487 and 81. I see people, people are calling me on my orange now. So please call me after the show. I will not be able to answer call now. 0775 25 11 83 is my orange. Call me if you are willing to join our team. Thank you so kindly, and it was really a great time.
Thank
I
you
look
so
forward
much.
to it again.
Thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you so much. So, Mr. Kishan, we gotta go. We're already eating the people time. So
Okay.
thank you guys. Thank you. We will be here on Monday and to have another great,
But
fascinating
Siddiqui,
show.
Siddiqui,
Yeah.
you can cut us off on radio, and I want you to stay there, or somebody coming behind that desk.
Yeah, somebody come here.
Oh, okay, no, because you could stay online for this guy to finish because other people won't listen to him online, and then they can say. So for those, okay, no problem. I will make the announcement on this side. So the
Yeah,
name
okay, okay.
attached, the name, they say an MTM number, and the name attached to is Mario Cooper, eh?
Yeah,
Yes,
it is.
yes.
Okay, so guys, and the studio, somebody else going to come in, and so please, the number is up there on the screen, and you can do whatsoever. I know some of our haters, they will say what they want to say to these children, but I'm proud, and they've been trying to come on for a long time. They've been doing the stuff. They're not even waiting for nobody. They have not met Mr. Cummings. Nobody from UP. You see, when I tell you the general show is working, there are a lot of people. You listen to the other man, he say, you want to talk to the general? When people that one going to lab right now, he say, they black, I worry. Let me tell you the real truth. I worry like hell. Corey, I am worrying. Tomorrow, the next time you see the face, will be in Liberia. We are worrying. Let me tell you the real truth. Woody, money. All these places, that transportation. Gasoline is the biggest problem in Liberia. One guy just called me. It's $5 plus, almost $6 for gasoline. When you stay in the traffic alone, that 1 gallon, and the one going eat the money, you got to eat. You got to pay the children where you see people call it the one campaign. And I would say, if you campaign, you will eat. But if you think I coming to campaign to you, I'm begging you to vote, and my small money in my pocket, I will give to you. You on your own. You on your own. If you campaigning with me and you say, Mr. General, Mr. Kishan, please take out the cap and give it to me, I will give it to you. You walk with me. Let me. I will give it to you and you walk with me. You don't say I like my cap, man. Yeah, I like my cap. Nice cap, man. Good. Look at it. Look at the guy. Look at the two people here. Look at sincerity in their faces. Look at sincerity, honesty, empathy. Charlie is working her butt out. She's in. So, the other man say they're looking for vice president who can hang on car. That's how dumb and stupid you are. So the other man who hanging on the car, hanging to the door and sitting over the car, who's the different? What do you mean by hanging? She's sitting on the door. They got other people who sit on top of the car. They got other people who stand on top of the car. You think Charlene that robot? Charlene's a human being, a young woman. But when you ain't get nothing to argue about, how the stupidity come about. Oh, we want vice president that can hang on the car. She was going to sit in the car. Go to hell and tell the devil he should punish you more than what he can punish. Go there. George Weah, who stood on top of the car, he will put a hand in it. Oh, because Mr. Baka ain't able to stand on top of the car. Because Mr. Baka don't have the strength to climb on top of the car. That what made you vex? Or because Mr. Cummings got a young, energetic, and smart, educated lawyer, and she sat on the door. She's sitting. She's not hanging. Fools. She's not hanging. You know what I'm saying? But you got people on spoon, bunch of idiots, or fool and fatigue, who don't even resemble a Liberian. Talking about why Mr. Cummings married an American woman. You see how stupid you are. I know you tell me, say, my father Lebanese man. Oh, yeah, my father Lebanese man. Oh, yes, my name is Kishen. But guess what? I was born in Liberia, and I got more stakes. I'm a stakeholder in Liberia than you. I don't care about what you got there. I work myself. But when you don't get shit to say, you're talking about other people's children. For Fatiga and his brother to talk about even Cummings' son. And for Mele Eugene Fagon to say, where Mr. Cummings' son got the money from to buy the car for Mr. Cummings. You see how stupid? He ordered Mr. Cummings' son. He got 4 associate degrees. He went to Liberia. Joe, we have fired him like a dog. This is a man who can talk about George Weah, but never, according to him, you're listening. According to Eugene Fagon, how you were talking about George Weah when you never sat with George Weah, although you are a deputy minister. You are deputy minister, but according to his own mouth, he said, I never sat with George Weah. George Weah never shake my hand one day. 25 cents said George Weah ain't give me. But then how you know about George Weah? Eh? This was the same man who justified why Matthew Innes was killed and I'm going to kill Matthew Innes. This was the same man who said that Dillon lie. Then y'all want to listen to him? Y'all want to listen to him again? Or on Spoon. The owner of Spoon. Not because I don't want George Weah. I will not lie on George Weah. I don't want Joshua. If you gave me the strength and power today, and they say I got that power to remove Joshua today, you remove today, you'll be out. But don't lie. You got Spoon that's showing documents, fake documents. Spoon is specialized in fake documents. Spoon is specialized in giving fake documents, fake degrees. So putting fake things there and calling people names, they're not politics. They're lies. They're not politics. Or men who coming to go to jail. Question Mr. Cummings' house. Mr. Cummings not a liar. Talking about rich Lou Dennis and other people getting out. What kind of stupidness is that? Eh? This man knows that he's going to jail. This man lied to you. He came on Spoon before and said that was lie. He's not guilty. They went to Mali. They went all around. Then he came back again and said, oh, I'm guilty. He was never found guilty. He admitted to his guilt. So who the liar now? Oh, I do it. Then you come back and say, oh, I did it. So who the liar? Why should a man who steal from the American people? We live in this country here. Today, when we walk places, the people remind us when we say we are Liberian. They say, oh, where's Stanton from? Oh, we are Liberian. Where's Stanton from? When you work for your money, you can spend it like a crazy man. But when you work hard for your money, you can't spend it like that. You got Al Fatika. You want to ask, you want to challenge Mrs. Cummings. You calling another person's son gay. Let me say this to you. You look at Al Fatika's structure. He don't even get the male structure. He don't even have that structure to be a man. He no different because some of his friends, when he was coming up, they say he was so gay. So the question here, are you a gay, Fatika? When someone come they say, most of your friends they said I bought ball that tian. You know what tian? Tian. When Fatika they were coming up, don't I'm telling you now. Let him tell us if that's true he was gay. All his friends around him said he was so gay. He was bought ball. You know what I'm saying? There you want call about Mr. Cummings' son, who got 5 children. 5. Mr. Cummings' son he's not interested in politics. He's not interested in politics. But he gave his father the blessing. Mr. Cummings' son don't want shit from us. He's not a minor. He's not a minor. And you say Mrs. Cummings used the F word. I will use the F word. She's a human being. She's a mother. She need to curse him more than that. And need to sue him. But he lucky. People talk to her. You know, let me tell you something today. You can talk to a political leader. You can do this and do that. But you know, Mr. Cummings is just a nice man. He's a tolerant guy. He's just somebody who don't even waste the time. You lie about people and you get proof. They get it on Facebook. And you don't know how to construct. I just say I can ask a question, then to accuse you. The friend said Fatiga and his brother, they are twin. Some of his friends, most of his friends, they say when he was coming out, he was a tian. Tian that bought ball. My question here, are you a board ball? Let him tell us. That the news. Look at the man's structure. I saw him before. He looked like a girl. He ain't got the kind of body than me. He ain't got the kind of one there. He ain't got the kind of face. He no different from a pea. You and all want to talk to Mr. Cummings' son. People that all want to talk to Mr. Cummings. Let the children enter the attire center. Some of them sat to the attire center for 12 years. They didn't go up, they didn't come down. In fact, they coming down. They all can say, Mr. Cummings don't have it to be president of Liberia. Nobody know Mr. Cummings. But your ass is at the attire center, drinking attire. You been there 12 years. But you say Mr. Cummings ain't getting. Oh, I dealt with any other day. On radio too. At Monday, Wednesday. duplicating words as if they are the only people they know too much book. I was talking to a friend yesterday. One came from Liberia and the other one here, but I'm not quite any. The one that came from Liberia was talking, he said, my man, Ellis Cummings will win the election. You don't want to hear? He said, wait, man. And Mr. Cummings, think that he know all. He won't go as vice president. I said, that boss are talking. I got so vexed. I said, yes. You're graduate from LU, for true. You sat down the Palava hut for too long. You sat down the Palava hut. You know how to put the words together. Our biggest problem is leadership. Call your people, tell them. And I'm saying it again. I don't know about you. There is nothing in my mind, no doubt. Mr. Cummings will win this election. This election, I'm talking about next, and I know about the other one. This 2023 election. You know, the date not going. The date is not going. We don't want going there. In the other day, we have 63 days. We got 18 days. Some also be like, bro, will be 14 days. The year in us is resonating. Every day people text me. That is motivation. Every day. I know some people scared. Some people scared, I agree. There's fear. When you go into these things, you be positive of yourself. Liberia is the country we got. We got to live with it. We got to accept it. But I say I can't give up on Liberia. I can't give up on Liberian people either. If we don't win the election, I say if. I can't give up on Liberia. I will not curse Liberians because they didn't vote. It's not an easy thing to change people. To change people is hard. The one that who running in the street, you came my man, you came my pa. Some of them changed already. The ones that who say you know book, you know book. Some of them have realized it, but plenty of people didn't realize it yet. There are people who are supporting Mr. Bwaka 2017. They know that Mr. Bwaka is not fit. They know that Mr. Bwaka going down the drain. Let's take a quick break.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired. Okay. Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding it, and you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy him paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he said, he said, when you run for one term. He said, I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else.
Hi, my name is Noah Keishan, son of Munir Keishan, the general. I support Alexander Cummings for president of Liberia. My dad will vote for Alexander Cummings for president for a better Liberia. Bati, Bati, Colonial Bati, Bati. Bati, Bati, Alexander Cummings, Bati, Bati. C'est quoi, CBB, c'est quoi, Charlie Broski, c'est quoi, I want her, za.
Party, see party house. Tell them around, stand up, well. Who you want? My Liberian people, who you want? Our market women crying, who you want? coming where we want. Very like they're coming where we want. Oh. Nima Kante coming where we want. Basa Kante, they're coming where we want. Kema Kante, they're coming where we want. Oh. Papa, we there, I say. I say, Ricky, how coming, frustration coming.
Yes, this is the general show, as usual. We come on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today is Friday. Thank you very much. And don't forget, we still need your assistance. You know that, eh? We still need something for you. So this is the cash app here. Please, you got to help us financially. It's not an easy thing. And I promise you, everything I take into library is not for me. It's for the people. The only thing, to be honest with you, will be for me is this. Because I only did one. Only one. I did. Only one. And but next time, anyway, next time because the election is coming. And I was just doing a test and I sent it in and it just came yesterday. I thought it was not going to come because the first time I tried to put in for it, I was trying to get 10 of this. But when I put it in, they said that I will receive it in October. So I just said, well, anyway. So I just put it in. And also I put in for a banner, uh, a very big banner. And so I put them in together, but this one came yesterday. And the banner, I just saw it and said the banner will arrive here on the second. I won't be here on the second. So you see, that's why I was a little afraid. So let me just put one in if I come back. And I told my wife, I said, oh, don't worry. Something coming for me. Please, better keep it. And love to my surprise, when I got in the house yesterday, I saw this. Hey, it's nice. This is the only one I'm taking with me. I'm taking it with me on the plane, whatsoever. And I'll be acting like a big boy in Monrovia. I get my straw in here. I'll be facing my coffee. I'll be acting really recommend too. I'll be acting my coffee. Yeah. And yes. I ain't gonna put no American coffee inside. And I'm putting no American coffee inside. So guys, we still need your support. We're not joking about it. It's serious. Yeah, the transportation. I'm not talking about the one that will not contribute to us. Please, you don't force to do nothing. You not try your best. You not do everything. But we're not talking about the one that will not contribute. We're talking about the one that will contribute here. So, somebody called me and said, "Well, money, you know, you're supposed to do this a long time." I said, "My man, it's not an easy thing, you know." But my suitcase, everything packed. And people still calling the one send things. I ain't have to carry it, you know. So the only thing I get for myself to be friend with you that I guess is this cup. But I know somebody will take it from me, like bro. Somebody gonna take it from me, like bro. Somebody will take it. Somebody gonna take it. I like it. And you know the good thing about this, my own design. A lot of people did their own number 4, but I did mine different. Yeah. All the design you see I wear is my own design. This, I did the design, and I did this. I did it myself. It's a heat press. You see, I make sure, you see, I cover the whole place with it, you see? Yeah. So it's just a common flag cap. And then I got the date on the side, you know, you see it. Yeah. And somebody gonna take it one from me again. So I don't got a problem with that. You can take it. Because I already don't wear too much t-shirt with people pictures on there, you know. But it's an exception. I just have to do that. Yeah. But anyway, please, we need your help. We need your help. We need your help. We need your help. This is last rush. If I can raise $1,000, it'll be about what $1,000? Damn, I mean, a real love meal. Damn it. Yeah, 10 person here can give me $1,000 or even $2,000. 10. And what he said, brother here can give me $300. I'm doing good. I'm going good, Josh. Mr. Cooper, I'm doing good. Very good. Peter Collier can give me $50. Not because you're the man, Peter Collier, I may say the man support him some kind of maybe, I don't know. And Bernadia can give me another $100. Eleanor Davis can hang. I love that when we put it up for them. He said, we agree to have a VP who hanging. We will stay vote for them. Number 4. Don't mind join a VP. And the guy is stronger than a VP. Regina Wilson can send me another $25 or $50. Yeah. Yeah, they put one VP that damn corrupt. They got a VP, the VP that criminal. Curtis can send me another $100. Oh, Mr. Curry, Curry did good. Curry gave us a projector, but he can still send me $100. And the my mail, yeah. Who else? Yeah. Oh, Mr. Yo, I got the address here. He can just drop it anytime. So we're not here to give Mr. Yo and his wife hard time because that one number 1 supporter, they can drop it. I will not call the other person. Most of them are not calling the name, so I'm not calling the name. Yeah, I'm not calling the name. But we got a lot of people who went up to $600. Oh yeah. We got people who went we got people who went at $500. They got some people who did things. But man, we got a lot of things. So I'm allowed to hear my suitcase choke. Then plus my own that bag, it choke. And I come about the thing there. Yeah. That propaganda cheap, man. Don't mind it. It's cheap. Cheap propaganda. They ain't got nothing to tell us. Yeah, they ain't got nothing. Yeah. So I'm waiting for the first cash app to drop now because I'm waiting for it before I share the fuel. But nobody dropped nothing yet. Miss call. Everybody calling from Liberia. Okay. Too much. Too much. I'm scared. A lot of people calling from Liberia. Then you listen to the show, the other man from Nima County be there, he want to see me, he want my number. And you know that number, and I'm for nothing. I got to call Jan Bobo and call Mr. Logan. They're organizing a big program in Lofa County there. Yeah. Okay, brother Stira. Okay, General, you got, yes, and brother, you got my information, brother. In fact, let me send it to you. Said they say when somebody get you ask for information, don't waste no time. Make sure you send the person before the person change their mind. Make sure, yes, and my telephone number is the same. Zil, that's right there, brother. That's right there. Brother is one of the strongest, one of the stronger financial supporter of the ANC, CPP. I'll be honest with you. I know what she have done. Thank you, brother. I know what she have done for the CPP and the ANC, especially from 2016. Not today, from 2016. These are the people who say they put their money where their money where their mouth is. Yeah. And please, I'm not making nobody feel bad. Everybody important. You don't have to support Mr. Cummings financially. No, you don't have to. But you see these fingers, let me tell you, it's not equal. But if all these fingers work together, it's unity. You know, you can't hold somebody like this and leave it two. You start feeling, unless you were born with it two out. If you're born with two fingers out and you only get three fingers, trust me, the strength will be there. But if you cut this finger right now, you can't hold somebody's hand and they move their hand. No way. You hold their hand, they can take it out. Now, like this, it's still hard. But like this, it's unity. So you see it? Don't mind the finger, you're damn strong. Don't mind the other finger, they want taller and they want here. That's how life looking. Everybody can be the same. They got people who can pay 10 cents, some people pay 2 cents, some people. Everybody, 2 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents is very important. It's very, very important. That is how I feel. You go to church, I can joke the point in the church like, oh, when they go and put an offering, they get $100, they can be dancing, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. Then they drop it. So everybody should see it. Then they get some people now who can hold their money like this. That $1, they put it inside. But they get some people who can hold out $1 like this. Thank you, Jesus. $1 is from the heart. Sincerely. That $1 is more important. It's very important. You know, let me boss one secret. Siddiqui and myself were talking. Siddiqui said, General, why when people send you money, you can tell me? I said, what do you mean? He said, but General, you need to tell me. I said, no, Siddiqui. The money they send is not for I alone. Wait. Okay, I will just call the first name. Sis Annie. Sis Annie, I know what to do about you. I know what to do. Sis Annie. Sis Annie, Sis Hawa. The other day, Sis Hawa sent us $300. Sis Annie, that the only thing I will call. Thank you again, man. Wow. You know, I tell you, look, I'm an emotional person. Let me be honest with you. Things that people do, they need to do it. But when they do it, I can ask myself the question, why? Why? Sis Annie just sent $100. I even call her name, but I will just call the Sis Annie name. They say give her the flowers while they're alive. But this is what I'm going to do. And please, nobody should get mad, because right after the election, Siddiqui and myself will plan to put lists of names of people who supported us financially. I hope this one you just let it go now. Yeah. And I got some of the stuff back here. Sis Annie, can you please text me your address? Please. I didn't call her name. I just saw the thing popping up. They said today. They said today. PNC Bank say you receive a payment of $100. And guess what? Last week she even wrote again. You know, and I will give it. Let me be honest with you. I gave it to my wife. I gave my wife the glory, the strength to see me doing what I do. Someday I abandon my wife, abandon my some days. Yeah. Someday I push my wife aside just for the whole political business. And you know what happened? You know what I mean? My wife feel that sometimes she said, I got Mr. Cummings picture on my. In fact, I said, look, you know my phone, and look here. By the time I turn my phone, you see the picture on it. But someday when I turn it on, my daughter picture will be on it, or my son picture will be on it, or sometimes my wife picture will be on it. But most of the time, I set my phone up in a way it's like a screensaver. But depends on the one I was looking at the time. So look at by the time you see the phone, but look at them. By the time I turn the phone on the first picture, but someday you see my son picture on it, or you see my daughter picture on it. So that's a screensaver. My wife don't say. I prefer Mr. Cummings. I say, hey man, you don't know. I give it to her. Yes, and brother, the information you're looking at right now, the 267-702-7967. If you go to Zelle and you put it in, it will give you my information. You'll see my Munel Kishe. And that the same information I sent you on your messenger. So you will see that, you will see it in there. Yeah. But let me send it back to you again. Let me send it back to you again. Whoa! I just received payment from. I just see something on text. What did text say again? I just saw the text. Ladies and gentlemen, this one I gotta give it to her. Brother Stira Sidiki, you hear me again. Oh. Brother just sent us $350. Thank you, sweetheart. She just contributed $350. Like I was telling you, when I tell Sidiki, the people give us money. And you know the good thing, but let me be honest with you. People send money to Sidiki. Sidiki will come and so I say, Sidiki, the program you're going to. In fact, let me tell you, somebody gave us a car to use. So I told Sidiki to go there. I said, you got money? He said, forget it, chief. Home just send me 25 bucks. I said, wow. You see why I say I like Sidiki? Even my own family people can say, my wife can call Sidiki your son. Nobody knows Sidiki than Noah. Noah knows Sidiki too good. Just this morning, I was showing all the 300 pictures. He said, Sidiki, Mr. Cummings, Charlene Bronsky. You know, that one there, that small picking. But brother, thank you very much, man. Thank you. We appreciate it. Brother Steele just contributed $350 to us. So you see, man, tell me now, if I go to Liberia, how you expect me not to do the work? How you expect me to say I ain't get data? Yeah. How you tell me say I don't go to places? We will go there. I'm not going to Liberia to, you know the good thing? Sidiki can drink. So, and one time Sidiki said, but chief, why we'll go to places, so now I'll just take my water and drink the water. He said, but I thought you can drink. I said, yeah, I can drink. He said, but why? I said, because you can drink. He said, but you ain't got nothing to do with me. I said, no, because you know what? I don't want driving and I don't want to get drunk, but I don't want you to drink because drinking is not nothing. He said, So I said, well, to show to you I can drink, go to my house. To the house, I took the Hennessy. I cut it, I put it on my and drop it down. He said, oh, I said, that is how I drink. But nobody know that I drink. I take it straight and put it down and forget my hand. I hold a bottle and I hold it in my hand. But you got to set example to people. You got to set example. So thank you very much. I appreciate and you guys, brother, Sis Annie, Sis Hawa, Mr. Yo, these are the people with the plenty. But we can't call everybody one, I can call him HC, and Kuri. Kuri gave us a projector. That this projector will be shown in Liberia. And you know, we work too hard, my boy. Let me tell you the truth. We work too hard. We work hard, to be honest with you. We can't lose this election. We started work since 2017. After the election, we started. God will not lie to me. I've seen it. God cannot lie to me. God will not lie to me. And one thing that I noticed, and I've seen it too, we'll win Maryland. Clear, we'll win Maryland. The people of Maryland have decided. You know, you don't understand. The Pele people are the largest group, but they vote with their mind, they think what to do. They are independent people. Then you get the Basel. And Global, I think Global is the third largest group in Liberia, if I'm mistaken. Maybe I stand corrected, but they are the third. And this time alone, majority of the people from Maryland County will vote for Mr. Cummings. Yeah. They have realized that we made a mistake. He's our son, no matter what happened. Whether you speak Global or not, he's our son. You understand? So Mr. Cummings will be in the southeast. He's going to the southeast. And this is the first time in Liberia I see a first lady in waiting work like hell. Mrs. Cummings is the hardest working person. And she's tougher than Mr. Cummings. Let me be able to understand it. And Mrs. Cummings, I gave you my support for cussing the shit out of. But you're cussing too, who said? Say, Gongano. My man, I got to see the woman when I get there. Oh, say Gongano. Say Gongano, sir, wasting my time. Mr. Cummings can never be president like bro. Say Gongano, you will rewrite your own story. You will rewrite your story, my boy. Okay, so you will rewrite your story. Don't worry. Yeah. When I go to Liberia, I will see your man. You know the good thing is that when I meet your man, I will be the last person to be talking to your man, then she will vote for us, for Mr. Cummings. Because all she needs is for people to tell her that, oh, I will say she might not mind you. She might not mind you. So you're not voting, so you're not there for me to convince you. So the woman will vote for Mr. Cummings when I get there. And I'm definitely going to see her because, you know, Kusa then just opened a store again. So they right there, they just opened a new store right near the same place, the Kusa. And you know the Kusa here, they just opened a store there. Oh yes, Mrs. Cummings supposed to cost him more than that. You know why? Because she's a mother. You cannot go sit there. You know, let me tell you something today. You can cost Mr. Cummings. You can talk to people in politics, but don't bring people children. You see me? I don't talk about Timothy. I don't talk about Timothy. But if Timothy was in politics and Timothy doing things, I would talk to Timothy. But I cannot go and start talking about Timothy. I can't talk about him. I can't do it. It's wrong. You want to talk about the first lady? You can talk about the first lady. But don't kind of lie on somebody's children or somebody's child. That photo was posted by Horatius Gould. He came across Mr. Cummings' son. And he posted a long time. He said, guess who I came across? And he posted that picture. Then you call him she. That boy got 5 children. A real biological one. The one who got pregnant. He married a South African girl. And 5. Why? That is not fair. You look at Fatiga and body. And I will tell you, I stand by her, and I wish she would have done it more than that. She only showed to him that she can dance in the mouth and move out. Who the hell is Fatiga? You get your small state job of what kind of job, you make it look like what? But somebody don't know, because they don't understand. This was the same guy begging, I was there. Oh, he came to see Mr. Cummings. Oh, he wanted to support Mr. Cummings. Hey, brother, we knew what he wanted. We knew it. You know why she deleted comment? You know why? Only intelligent people do that. She can go off script because people told her to do it, and she sent you another message again. You know what I'm saying? People told her, say, I myself, yeah, I cussed the shit out of you the other day, and I told you I'm sorry. Yeah, I cussed you the other day and say sorry. That's it. I'm out of character. So my man, you can go out of character, but when you're a decent person, you try to take certain things back. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Thank you. In fact, brother was there, right in Minnesota. We were right to Wanga house. He came there that day. This in Fatiga. He talked to my man. Yeah, we want to support the papi and this and that, but we won't try to come back on and all kinds of shit they were talking. And when they started doing it, but they wanted something. You know that the problem with our Liberian people. My man, I want to support Mr. Cummings, but Mr. Cummings got to empower me. Hey, empower what? Your mouth that on your head, you know how to use it? Yeah? Why people think that Mr. You see, somebody calling for Liberia. I don't want to see. And he watching the show, but I'm not picking the food. And Picasso will come and beg. Down a chair. Hey man, I don't like this, man. Down a chair. He won't support Mr. Cummings, but he won't car. He want this, he want that. Who are you? They say George Weah. You're going to Google Dana Chair. Google Dana Chair. He wrote something in 2017 about George Weah. And it's in George Weah he's supporting today. He was supporting Mr. Bwaka against George Weah. Okay. Dana Chair wrote a whole article against President Weah. He's incompetent and all kinds of things. Cummings is not the kind of guy that you meet and you think you want to give him an ultimatum that he should do this, you should do this for you, then you will do this. No, he's not going to do it. You understand? He's not going to do it. So if you think that Mr. Cummings is the kind of guy who just spent his money because he ain't get head on his shoulder, you're wasting your time. Because we are so proud of him. That's why you think we are arrogant people. We are very, very proud of Mr. Cummings' achievement and what he will do as a leader. That is why we stand by him, and you think we are arrogant. So say, I wish Mrs. Cummings could cost him more than that, but because she's a woman and people say, no, Mrs. Cummings, just slow down, don't do it. Let him go. Mr. Cummings is the guy who don't care. He said, well, you can cost from this thing. I say, I cost for two. If you see me face to face, you see me say, until I make a cost for back, I can cost for myself. But don't I can cost your man, I can cost your father, I can cost you. And you see, so that you see, I agree with you. When you're in politics, your children out there. That is why she did. You see, I mean, say Konkano. I just told you she took on a motherly side. She's a mother. She's a woman. When you're into politics, your entire family are vulnerable. Yes, I agree with you. But because we talk to her and say yes, but I would not say she wrong because she played a role as a mother to see somebody attacking her son. She never went after people attacking her husband because she know her husband in politics. In Liberia now, listen, in Liberia, even in this America, when the child is not into the politics, we do not attack the child. Nobody attacked George Bush's children. Although they got drunk one time and the police pulled them over, but nobody attacked them because you know why? They were not in politics. Nobody attacked Chelsea Clinton because she was not in politics. You know what I'm saying? Nobody attacked other people's children because they're not into it. Donald Trump's son, they attack him because his face is there and he continued to test it and say his daughter, they in politics. That's what we're saying about. Timothy Weah is not in politics. Timothy Weah is not in politics. Why would you want to attack Timothy Weah? No. Champ, he's there, but he's not talking. So nobody going to go after Champ. But when you put yourself into it and start saying wars, you can attack Mrs. Cummings because she's supporting her husband. Yes, it's fair. But why are you bringing the children that they ain't got nothing to do with it? The children to their dad said, Dad, I'm not in politics. I'm not into politics. Their dad already make money. The son running a family business, he got nothing to do with politics. What are he contributing to his father? Because that's his father. Are we here right now? Let me ask you. If I go into politics and my son God bless my son become a big-time professional player, and my son look at me and give me $5. You want to attack my son? You're not in politics. So let us think out of the box. They will go after your family. But in America, when you try, they will condemn you. They condemn you. Going after Barack children, only stupid people do that, but they will condemn you if you do that. Because they're not in politics. They're not in politics. You talk about the man not in politics, the grandma not in politics. It's no, you not hear anybody talk about Chelsea Clinton? No. George Bush children, nobody talk about them. The only time people talk about the children at the time they got, young children now, they were driving, they got drunk, the other ones, she's a journalist now, she got a talk show, they so nobody talk about them. So talking about Mr. Cummings' son, Mrs. Cummings, she put on the mother thing. Where she went after him because he lied about the ball. So she's not wrong. But people only say, Mrs. Cummings, just take it down. Don't go into, we will do this for you. You understand? But she expressed herself. And she's not apologizing to nobody for doing that. We only told her to take the post off. That's all she did. Then our post she made, it was a comment. And you can run around and say she was wrong. She was never wrong. Say, today. If somebody says something negative about you, all the way you run your mouth here, your mind will feel bad. And she want to attack that person. Oh, say, man, stop that nonsense, man. Stop that nonsense. Say, if you make money today and your family benefits, if Mr. Cummings' son was some little poor ratchet little boy who's struggling, can't make it, you can, if you made that kind of comment, what I say. But let a man who his father would never suffer, his grandchildren would never suffer. Whatever he works for, and the boy working for, the one the other daughter working for, the grandchildren will enjoy. So whether his father president or not, there is no other extra enjoyment. So the same way, if my father or whatsoever get to a position, will benefit. The only thing that you're not sort of benefit, if Mr. Cummings is president, and Mr. Cummings' son, and Cummings' son try to do cross something like crocodile, and then you find out, you say, oh, Mr. Cummings' son crossing this deal, Mr. Cummings' son doing it because he's part of president. Then we understand, my brother. Then we understand. But it will be hard for Mr. Cummings' son to cross D when Mr. Cummings already raised his son not to be a corrupt man. Mr. Cummings already tell you, say, my mom, my sister, then I got. Mr. Cummings got 3 sisters. They qualify, but they were not working government. Mr. Cummings said, I will not give my wife money to any project, will raise the money is different. Then you know that he's not corrupt. But don't say it will benefit him. Don't say it will benefit them. What did it benefit them? They live in a better life. They got everything. The boy, so he's the one running the company, the Cummings holding. He's a millionaire too. You don't know that? You know Mr. Cummings is a millionaire? Oh man, my man. See, come man. They hard time. They too hard for you, man. God get patient on us. Yes. See, bro. You going after somebody, child? What they gotta do with politics? See, like, bro, what they gotta do with that? You know how many times we tell people say, just shut your damn mouth when they talking about Timothy Weah? Eh? You know how many times? Shut your mouth. Leave Timothy alone. Timothy, I want Timothy put a power into government say go steal. Timothy ain't put a power into government say go steal the poor money. But if Timothy were in government now, stealing too, then we say, look at like father, son. Then you attack them. But in a great United States you live, we don't go after the people children. Let me tell you the real truth. They say your family is vulnerable, but they start looking to see which of your family on drugs in America. That would do. Bill Clinton, his brother. Bill Clinton brother never working in government, but Bill Clinton brother was on drugs. He caused all kind of trouble. But you think they use it against Bill Clinton? They may not work in government. They may get no life to live. My man got to think out of the box. So they want to change like bro, got to make it the best way. Mr. Cummings' son is not into politics. But I support Mrs. Cummings 100%. I wish he would have cussed the shit out of him, but more than that. Then when you finish cussing, and then we tell you, okay, Mrs. Cummings, it's enough. Fine, if you hear your voice, that's what you do. Say, go over there. They see why I cussed you the other day, and then I found out that I know your man. Then I say, sorry. Then you also contributed to the show and all. How much you said, $50? No, you don't send that money, you say, you don't send that money. That money say, until you send it, say, you still owe me. Okay, you send it. Okay, I thought you forget. You see, say, we're too emotional. Say, let me tell you something. Mrs. Weah can be cursed. You can talk about Mrs. Weah. You know what? Mrs. Weah is in our budget, $1.5 million. Mrs. Weah never campaigned before George Weah became president, and she will never campaign now. But Mrs. Weah is in the budget that no first lady ever got money from our country. But she got $1.5 million times 5. Check it. So we can criticize her, but she's not talking. She's just the president. President Weah told her, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing when the people talk. Don't say nothing out of you hear it. Because you know what you want to say about her? She can't talk. Eh? Okay. If you want to talk to Mrs. Cummings, you can talk to Mrs. Cummings. You know what? And Mr. Cummings' wife. She will be closer to that power. It's a fair game. If you want to criticize Mrs. Cummings, you can criticize Mrs. Cummings. Because when Mr. Cummings is president, she'll be first lady. She will be the last person to see Mr. Cummings before he sleeps. And they also got little power over their husband. Some kind of way, and Mr. President, you know, this one, Mr. President, you know, they can convey like Ronald Reagan. Mrs. Reagan was one of the toughest first lady. In fact, she ran America the last days of Ronald Reagan. So if you want to criticize Mrs. Cummings, it's fair. You want to criticize Mr. Cummings, it's a fair game. If Mr. Cummings' son get into politics and go take the thing and talk it all over the place, talking this, talking that, it's a fair game. Well, Mr. Cummings' son is not in there and you just want to bring up a picture or say something different and insult the person, the first thing, she's a mother. A mother can take a bullet for her child. Some father will not take a bullet for the child. A mother rather died than for her son or daughter to die. And I think my mom did the same thing. My mom used to pray and tell God, if my children cause any problem, put it on me. My mom had a sickness, arthritis. They should never get killed. I know plenty of people who got arthritis and they went off. And the last time I spoke to my mom, I said, Mom, you think that somebody prayed that you made a confident to God? That was some of us, God bless us. And that's why I told my siblings, I said, listen, the Oma pray for us. The Oma took things that should have happened to us. We're not perfect. We caused some trouble. Some of y'all caused more trouble than I would the oldest one. But the Oma gone now. She gone. Who will pray for you? Who going to take that thing from you again? But a mother can take things. My mom used to tell, she said, Money, I watched one of the videos, the other boy was cursing you. Even my wife, people won't curse me. That I did to my wife. So that I can block my wife from Facebook. My wife requested friendship. I tell her that I deny it. She said, oh, so you deny me? I said, yeah, but you can see me every day. I said, because I don't want to hear, I don't want the people, for you to hear the people, see the people cursing me. And you'll be emotional. Someday, my wife have seen my wife being in the place where my friend, myself, argue and he cursed me and she want to, I say, hey, he's not talking to you. Because I don't want them to get involved. But if you want to talk to first, Mrs. Cummings, talk to her. Oh, Mrs. Cummings will be a bad person. She'll be this, she'll be that, she'll be that. Oh yeah, Mr. Cummings, they're lying. She was there on the place talking about her husband all day. You want to criticize? You criticize her. But leave the children. Oh, the children are in politics. And say, I will still stand the same ground with you. If you are in politics, I'm not going to go to your wife. And so I'm not going to go to your wife or go to your daughter or your son and start talking all kinds of things to them because you won't. No, don't do it. Like Jojo. We talk about Jojo some days that he worked in Ellen government and worked in George Weah government part on show because from 2009 to present he worked in the government. He just resigned. Well, 2 months ago he resigned or 3 months ago. But Jojo is not going around talking like his father, let's say defending his father, although people know that he's supporting his pa. But if Jojo start going around talking, you see more people concentrate on Jojo and start telling Jojo things. But nobody go there to say Jojo, this and that. We gotta be honest here, man. Eh? Woman is different from man. He said he will not talk. So what do you expect? But I support Mrs. Cummings to cause the shit out of Fatika for you to call the woman's son she. That boy got 5 children. 5. 5 children that boy got. So, say it's your opinion. You don't have to agree with me. But what I say, I know plenty of people here agree with me. You can't attack the woman's son when he's not in politics. And, no, you see, now I spoke about Mr. Joseph Boaka's son because he worked in government. That is why Joseph Boaka could not attack Mr. Weah. And what I said, I never attacked Mr. Boaka's son and say he this and that and that and that. I said Mr. Boaka, when he ready to go and do his money transaction, he carry his son with him. Mr. Cummings can carry his son anywhere? No. Mr. Cummings' son work in the government before? No. But Mr. Boaka's son worked in that government. He got employed in 2009. And he just resigned. He worked with George Weah government. He was one of the directors at Maritime. At Maritime. Was that job given to him because he was qualified? Oh, because he went to school. So you think when somebody go to school, they qualify? No. But he was given to him with all. My man employed the man. That's it. I won't do it like bureau. I mean, hello? Yeah, I sent him my son there, man. Give him some kind of job to do quick. And they'll do it because I'm the boss. Or the minister come and say, listen, my man, employ Zay Kongano, gain the finance, and the man, he get accounting degree. Yeah, he get accounting. I don't care whether he qualified now, but he get accounting. The degree is not a qualification. You can get your degree, but still you're not qualified for a job because you just got a degree. You ever working there before? You got to show us you qualify. You got to show us you got the experience. So I spoke about Joseph Boaka's son because Joseph Boaka's son worked in government when Joseph Boaka was vice president. And Joseph Boaka could not even criticize Joshua because his son was working in government because of his son. Until his son resigned 3 months ago. That when that boy resigned. Listen to me.
You see, the things that you suppose that UP, when when we bring things up, you people don't follow us, but y'all want to go and jump on top of the FRR voter roll. I'm not hearing from you guys. We'll speak about it on what. Let me tell you today. We all the parties that went to neck. You want to go out to demonstrate for a role. You want to go there as UPNs, UP people going to demonstrate. We should follow y'all. That thing was stupid. CPP has written neck for the same thing here. And we gave them strong warning for the same thing that you want to demonstrate for. But if we join y'all to what y'all ever have meeting, we can join y'all. The first thing, we must talk together. Any other day, we all came and said to protect the vote. We sign a paper. Ain't mean that you pay for my pool washer, I pay for your pool washer. No, we should protect the vote. That means if I'm sitting there and something going wrong, I should talk, or something going wrong, you should talk. But you want to walk in the street and go to neck and talk about the voter rules. Well, you beyond time. We send a real strong letter, not to even neck alone. We sent a letter to the international community. We sent it to NEC. We sent it to the American ambassador. We sent it to the international community. And they got it, and they reply, and they know the strength that behind it. That is why you don't even know. America has made it clear. They invest the money into the election. Anything that goes wrong, the government will feel it. Let Sierra Leone there. Sierra Leone president cannot go to America. They put a censure on him because they believe that he stole the election, and today they're going to hide them. They're going to hide them. America is a big country. So going in the street to demonstrate and say, they will tell us that no, my people. You can't be a government waiting and won't do all these things. You can't. The same voter roll you're talking about. When you people are in power, nobody could get voter roll. So fake names. When UP was in power, we couldn't get a voter roll too. You see, you're the one that brought this thing here. Everything your CDC doing, they learn it from you. Amen. Say Gonganu. Say Gonganu. Hey, Jesus. Say, which of the school you went to? Coming to the United Nations, they will never stop you from coming to the United Nations. Say, hey, say, man. Hey, yeah, man. Hey, Jesus. They will never stop you from coming to the United Nations. The late president of Cuba, who America had 50 years sanction on, he attends every United Nations. They never stop him. Don't you know that they don't stop you, say? The people want to tell you, say, that not only America, like, bro, no, they gave you 25 miles around the United Nations building. That's it. Say, you mean shimba. Yes, say. Do you know why Joel don't want to come to America? Joel Howard Taylor cannot come to America. She would never get visa to come to America. But they are giving her visa to come to America to the United Nations. She refused, because they restricted her. That certain place you can't go, see? Say, nobody can stop you when you part of, if you're president and the United Nations building is in America. I said he cannot come to America. He was not in America on an official, on a visit of the American government. Y'all can make things hard for God, man. Y'all can make it easy for devil. How you can sit on here and you must say talking and say America. I never say UN. I say America post sanction on him, man. He can't come to America. Nobody will deny a president visa when he comes to the United Nations. You don't know that? How many times Jovian came to America? And I just recently Jovian started getting visa to come to walk around sometime. You know that Nathaniel Magee, if Nathaniel Magee was still in government, and George Weah said Nathaniel Magee will represent me at the United Nations, they will do it. Now, when George Weah was bringing a lot of people, the embassy can look in there and say, but that person not necessary. No, we can't get the person because they can stop you. And most of the people who you see travel with George Weah, all these people got people in America. Some of them got a green card, some of them got American passport. They can come to America, they send their info. They want what he said, the commerce minister and Zoka Wilson, all these people can come to America anytime. So they UN never put a sanction on you on the president. But that president, the way he used to come and go to the Sierra Leone community, or you see him going to this other place, he will not go there. All he do when he come to America, he go right back to the UN. America never stopped Mr. Taylor of coming to America to come to the United Nations. But Taylor wanted to come to America to come in the Liberian community to speak, and we should never get it, so he was a friend. He said he's not coming. But Fidel Castro attended every meeting for the 50 years he had sanction on. He come to America, he go to the UN, blast, and go right back. America will never stop you. Not because you get a headquarters in your country, you stop people from coming. But say, man, you're making things too hard for us here. I like that again. You are the one making things hard. If you were talking, if you're taking a quiz and your first word as an answer, you have, listen, I say, if I'm taking a quiz, can America put sanction on Sierra Leone? Yes. Can Mr. Manny Bill go to America? The question asked, yes. On what ground? Now the question they will ask me again. When United Nations invite him, and I pass the test. Can Manny Bill go to America? Enter America? Yes. How can he enter America? If he's invited by United Nations, he will come. You're right. By getting visa to the embassy to come on an official visit, no. Because America said no. America will deny you that right. And the visa they give people who are on sanction is on, how they call it, B something. Maybe somebody else knows. Just check it out. But they gave you the 25 miles radius around a UN place because they know you can stay in any of the hotels. But you cannot leave that New York State easily. They're not going to be running behind you. But you there, what they're trying to tell you that what they can protect you at. 25 miles within the United Nations place that they can protect you, they will give you security. But if you go out, you're not under protection. Anything that happens, they can catch you, or they can tell you, say, listen, what are you doing here? That's it. So say, when I feel the test, public test is something that you gotta be smart on. So the question that you asking me, can Mr. Manny Bill come to America? Yes. Now, if I answer the yes and you leave it like that, then maybe you say don't know. But if you say Manny Bill can come to America and I say no, that means I myself are stupid. But I gotta say yes. Then you ask me why. Hold on 1 minute. Somebody call it. Okay, guys, I got to leave because oh shit. Bye. I see you guys. I'm sorry. Bye. Ooh.